Okay, so unfortunately for you, but fortunately for me, the stupidity train continues here. Again, I got so many different like TikTokers I'm following right now, endless material. So I'm gonna do a quick video recap and my own commentary on a video that should never have been made called Unethical Ways to Make Avoidants Obsess Over You Part 3. Even the title is fucking terrible. You'll never see a title like that from me. I'm here to fucking help you feel better. Has nothing to do with anybody. But okay, he's trying to make his point here and have a little shock value or get your attention, whatever. But it's a terrible title right out of the gate here. Now he says when an avoidant breaks up with you, there are one of two things that's going to happen. Either they will completely disconnect, or, and this is the only part we agree on, he will find somebody else to move on to. Now, this is the fun part here. Not fun for you, but fun for me because I get to actually comment on how stupid this is here. He says that if they move on to somebody, he really said this here. He says if they move on to somebody else, here's what you're going to do. You're going to employ something that he calls the being there method. He created this, by the way. Okay, anyway, he created something called the being there method. And he says what you're going to do is you're not going to completely vanish from their life. You don't chase them, but instead you stay strategically present and you become this grounded person magically. Yeah, like you could do that before. You become this grounded person, and then most importantly, you're visible, and you're in their orbit, and they know you're there, and you don't just disappear completely. Yeah. So what happens? I mean, listen, you need to hear this here. Sometimes they do find somebody they believe is really better than you, and sometimes they don't ever come back. So how long are you gonna hold this fucking ploy for? When you see the engagement ring go on her or his finger? You gonna still be there and be strategic and stay fucking calm? Good luck with that bullshit. This is stupid. This being there method, being there to watch yourself be punished emotionally over and over again method, sounds fucking terrible. Sometimes it does work out for them. And listen, if it was so easy to stay all calm and cool as a cucumber, people would not need coaches. People would not need mental health. That's easier said than fucking done, my friend. This is worthless advice. Most people can't do it. I mean, if you were with somebody for 5 years, and you were engaged and they disappear, and you feel like your life is crumbling around you, try this being there method, be this calm ocean, good fucking luck. And then, again, sometimes it does work out for them. Sometimes they do find somebody they believe is better than you. And when that happens, how long are you going to stay visible for? You don't watch them through their wedding? Dumb. By the way, last thing, and this guy just completely knocks it out of the ballpark, or actually knocks into the foul ball lane here, whatever that is here, you get my point here. He's missing the whole fucking point. Even they go on like this in this path for weeks or months, how long are you going to play this fucking role for? How long are you do this being method there for? You can do that for years, a decade? At what point do you cash out your fucking chips? And at what point do you recognize that even if they came back, they didn't come back for the right reasons. They came back because their plan didn't work out. This is going to rot your brain, and it's going to create a lot of problems for you. And a lot of you, it's going to affect your life in a not very good way because you're on the emotional roller coaster for weeks or months. I really hope, for the sake of God, you never see this video. But if you do, again, I'm not confirming the person's name because I don't want to make it about me versus anybody. I'm making it for common sense versus fucking nonsense. Common sense versus absolute stupidity. Manipulation and control versus I want to feel fucking great regardless. And who gives a shit what that person's doing because they were too stupid to recognize what they had in the first place. If you like this channel in common sense and focusing on yourself and not putting yourself on an emotional roller coaster for weeks or months and enduring a lot of sleepless nights, welcome. Anyway, we'll talk soon. And by the way, if you're going through these emotional challenges and you like to have a real personal conversation with me, in my bio, there's a link. Just hit Contact Lance. Hit the link at the top. You can start my book, Refocus on Power, because unlike some of these other people here, I can prove I know what I'm doing here. If you want to focus on yourself and get out of emotional purgatory. And I think that sounds better to me, but you're welcome to make your life as hard or as easy as you like. We'll talk soon.